Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, divine psychic medium, delivering messages to you from the higher realms. Welcome in, everyone. So this is the energy of 1115, 6 frequency today. All right. It's the full moon, so it's our November full moon in Scorpio season. This full moon is definitely revealing a lot of darkness, deception, a lot of things to me, mind you. And it's also very intense because it's like that energy, like I'm getting very mad. Just a lot of the stuff that's been hidden and the corruption. Like literally, like I was sitting at the grocery store today and it's like I was so hungry, but I was sitting there and I was just looking at all of the food, right? And like all the poison and all the chemicals and like, and I know like you're thinking like, yeah, well, they have a whole produce section for those of you where I talk a lot about all the chemicals and stuff in the food and that you need to be eating your, you know, your fruits and your vegetables. But even with what's been unveiled to me and revealed to me and where I've been guided to researching and studying is like a lot of the fruits and the vegetables, just how contaminated they are, you know. And it's like even just, oh my gosh, like they're even like it's even corrupting that, and it goes even further from that, like just like with them cloud seeding and putting all of those chemicals in the clouds, right? And then it's coming out into all of the foods, you know. That's why the foods are not growing right. And I've been seeing that, you know, like some of the fruits and vegetables like not having seeds in them. Like if they don't have seeds in them, like you shouldn't be eating them. Our food is supposed to be able to reproduce, regenerate, like, you know, it's what our body need. And there's so many chemicals and toxins. And what have I always said too? I've seen another big reveal to me that they have found, like, I don't even want to get into that, but other traces of like the meats. Like, how do you really know the meats that you think that you're eating are actually that specific type of meat? If that doesn't like make people think, like, and two, and what you're filling yourself with, right? All of the chemicals, all of the toxins, all of the frequency, right? And what's been happening. I mean, and I know a lot of people know about all of that, right? Like the chemicals, right? That's why everything is like going organically, but even the organically stuff for mass production purposes, chemicals are used, right? Just different types, just like, you know, like just so many different things. I mean, maybe not for all, right? But like there's just so many things, like when you're finally realizing, you know, like there's so much stuff that's hidden in the frequency and the music and the phones, like just so much stuff is like just like being exposed so fast. But something is like very strong coming across, like it just won't stop with the food. And like I'm at this point where I'm just like, and this lifestyle too is making it extremely difficult. But collectively, like it's I know it's everyone, right? I know there's so many of us, right, that are going through challenging times, right, and struggling with buying the food. But do you not see, like, that is why, in a way, it's like it is happening, like this big purging, this clearing needs to happen. And like, you know, it's amazing what happens when you do fast and you start to limit what you eat and you start to, you know, try to go more fresh and organically. Like I was talking about that during last week, like what happens, like it's almost just like to all of the different just outbreaks and different things, like you need to be more mindful and careful of your food. And just like when preparing your food, like when you're creating food, like you're putting your energy into it. That's why like the best food is food that's like made for you out of love and gifts and those beautiful things. But it's like that's how you can get like food sick, when like you eat people that like you eat food from people that are not happy or are holding like resentment or frustration and things like that. Like you don't realize the energy that, especially some of you are more susceptible to energy than others. Maybe you're realizing that, so maybe that's why like you're very careful. And that message comes across very strong. Like it's not always like when people are like poisoning your food and sabotaging you, that it's like with chemicals and stuff, like, and it's getting bad. Like I literally just told my boyfriend, I'm like, baby, like you just have to stop eating your mama's food. Like you just don't understand. She's like just so broken, right, and sad. And a lot of times the preparation, you know, especially like frustrated and like just sometimes people don't even realize that they're doing it and things like that. Like it's just so much stuff. Like I don't know, like that's why Like, if I'm mad and angry, I literally will not make dinner. I'm like, there goes dinner tonight, guys, because I'm not going to put that on, you know what I mean? Like, but there's been times where I've done that and calmed down, right, and make other things, but it's not the same, right? It's like I have to accommodate things for my energy level because I'm very careful with the energy exchange, right? And all throughout life, like, I knew I was different and knew I was supposed to teach these things, so here's more stuff that's coming out or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, like, I know I trigger, that's why I say, like, I'm an activator over here. I trigger, like, new, it inspires you to look into things, to research things, right? To change things. Like, if it triggers something for you, you resonate with that at a level, like, you understand at a level. There's a kid, like, they keep just showing me all this stuff, like, I don't know, like, it's gotta come out, it's like gotta purge out, like, a lot of it's like my anger and frustration, just like like the other day, like, I was on the bus or going by Mickey D's and I was just trying to send stuff out, like all of you, like, you just need to know all the poison, all of the things that are in there, like literally, like, and it's like, you know it, like, you know, if you ever find, like, fast food that spills out in your car, or you find it left over or whatever, like, it doesn't mold. It doesn't mold, right? It doesn't change. Why? Because of all the chemicals that they put in it, right? It's literally, it's for the presentation, like, it's literally like they, oh my gosh. You can look it up too, like, it's out there because it's already been, okay. All of that stuff is like poison and chemicals that they put in it. And then just more and more is going to be revealed about the fakeness and the falseness, just like everything. You know, like, I always knew that it really wasn't what was being told you. Like, you just look around, like, how could they keep up with, like, the mass productions or just everything if it wasn't, like, you know, and now the stuff, so many of the stuff is coming out, like, bioengineered or whatever, like, they think just because they're putting it on there, like, stop eating stuff that's got all of these lists and stuff that is all not the nourishment and the foods for your body, right? And it's like, it stables, like, the body, but not really, because it's not for longevity purposes. It's what all these cancers and tumors and all of these diseases and all of these things are. That's why once you stop doing those, eating those chemicals, you stop infusing with them. And then when you go through fasts and purges and stuff, and you detox, your body naturally gets rid of toxins and all of that just when you fast. You don't need to do all of these pay and these cleanses and all of these things. Your body's meant to naturally heal itself, right? Regenerate itself, and there's everything for whatever ailments and problems that you may have. There is a fruit, a vegetable, a spice, an herb, a plant, something, right? Think about all these chemicals, just everything. Right? To deodorants, to shampoos, to toothpaste. Look, they finally have, you know, listed fluoride, right, as being, you know, a chemical. And even already, somebody already approached Trump with, you know, remember what you said about taking the fluoride out of our waters, right? And stuff, and he doesn't, oh my gosh. So anyway, like, I'm super excited. There's about to be major change taking over all of our, I mean, because so many people are starting to wake up, and it's like, you're either going to be part of this change and doing things differently and coming together, because the ones that are refusing to change and want to keep making this bioengineered fake food that's poisoning and killing you, to mass control and all of that, to keep everyone controlled and contained, they're the ones that are going to fall with that. There's already too many that are awakening, that are here to change the world, right? And it's so beautiful, but it's a lot, because it's the shifting over, and it's sad having to leave people behind and all of that, but it's one of those, like, eventually, like, you always have the chance to awaken, right? And to change it, and to start taking control over your body, your soul, your life, you know, not living for paper and things like that, but in finding ways to integrate that and changing your life. Like, you know, when you're doing stuff that you're not supposed to. You know, you always have that feel, like, and if you go through life not feeling things, not having direction, then you need to spend more time with yourself, because you're being distracted by substances or vices and patterns, like just addictions. And addictions could be to anything, could be to shopping, scrolling, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay to do all of those things that you love, but you have to do them in moderation, and you have to be putting yourself in, having that self-love, keeping things. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I got distracted by my little girl, my kitty cat. All right, so sorry guys, I shuffle sometimes when I'm trying to meditate, connect with energies. So there's this big unveiling that's happening for a lot of you. You're seeing how things work, and it's like once you're shown, like, you know that you have to make these changes, but I've been seeing lots of feathers today, like you're being guided to higher timelines. You just have to trust more of the process. And this was unfortunately looking right timing, like you're definitely going to be in alignment. For a lot of you, like you've been getting cleaned up and things, and this is me letting you know too, for a lot of you, like things are going to change. Like it's not going to be an option anymore. Like that could be why when I go to like restaurants and stuff, like I just don't right now, because it's like my body can't handle the frequency, the vibration, just everything that's going on. And it's probably because it's also I'm being guided away from that, because I'm a way shower too, and I show a lot of you the way, right? Is that's what we do, like what healers do. We first have had to heal ourselves, right? And we show others how to do that, right? So okay, let's get into the cards here. So yeah, fallen angel, spiritual narcolepsy. This is like the energy. It's like you're realizing that we've all been in this spiritual narcolepsy, this energy, right, being controlled by all of these things. And it's like when you start to see all of them, and you start to just stop letting it, like you're the one that gets to say, no, I will not consume this. I will not put this in my sacred vessel. I'm taking over control. No, I'm not putting. It's like, and a lot of us are standing up and putting stops to things. I've been seeing lots of things fighting back, and there's so many star children that are here now that are taking over with all of their ways, right? Because it's like having a cleaner, safer product, right? And it's their time to take over. It's right. I align with a lot of star seeds, a lot of star children, right? And not just here in the videos, out into the world, right? To inspire to go after your dreams, right? Your desires, and to be happy sharing them and having that energy. And you got to take and that's what I mean. So many of them are just taking off too, because they're understanding like the bullying, the criticism, and all of that. It's just because they're broken. They're only seeing their reflections of themselves, so it's not even affecting them. It's like that energy, everything's just like bouncing off, and it's fueling them even more, right? It's like the most beautiful, oh my gosh, like just so much is changing and shifting over at such a beautiful time. So many are waking up, right? Coming out of this energy. Yeah, look, dream thief, refusal of the call. Like this is literally like the energy, and this is why it's such like this powerful like shift, because it's like so many. It's definitely like quantum level with this 1111 portal too. I feel it. That is why it's so significant and so powerful and so like dramatic. Like that's just what I'm feeling. Like it's just because it's like so much is being shown and awakening and popping off. Like it's so hard to see the ones that are not, the ones that are. And my team has even been trying to work with me and to help me have the compassion to still release and let go of the ones that, like, a lot of them, it's just, they know, but the fear, it's like, they'd rather go down with the matrix. It's like, there's some that, it's like, they know that they've fallen, but that's where they want to stay. That's where they want to be, right? It's literally like this refusal of the call. But it's like for a lot of you, like this awakening and this awareness, and I feel that's why it's so impactful for me too, is because I've always been the one in the shadows, in the dark, like revealing things in secret, and then just like see so much of it come to light. Like I've been seeing it for a while too, right? For literally like the past like 7 years, just to get stronger and stronger, and all of a sudden it's like the veil just being lifted and gone, and it's jewel web connectivity. Okay, so much of us are connected to overwhelm and plenty. Let me get more into the cards here. This is it's a big shift, right? And that's why it's been really big coming for a while to transcendence. If you know, you know. If you don't understand anything I'm talking about, then you're not on this level if you can't see it. And maybe this is to let you know that this is you. You know, you're not really connected with things. You've fallen off path. You've been consumed by the matrix, by AI, by the physical, by the 3D. We're transcending this 3D earthly plane to the 5D. Okay? So, that's what I mean. Like, you need to understand, like if you haven't learned that, like, love is the new frequency. It's above money. Okay, so the ones that want to hold on to, like, the money matrix part, they're the ones that are going to be with the collapse, with the fall here, because it's not going to be able to sustain. Maybe it's like competing almost, or has been. Transmuting the pain, fool's embrace, mindful group think. Look at all that color. For some of you, you could literally be already in this beautiful energy, you know, or everything is just being more vibrant, coming together. You could be noticing that things are more aligning for you. You could be running more into like synchronistic events, divine timing. That's when you know too, when synchronicities and manifestations are speeding up like rapidly. You're in this energy of this creation. You're freeing your mind. You're able to be more free thinking, have more opportunities and more things available to you. For some of you, you're realizing that you could have more of those moments where like, oh, I didn't think of that before, or wow, right? So many new beginnings are coming in. We have the moon maidens here. New beginnings, lay of the lands, ancestral wisdom. For a lot of you, like, you're reaching this level too. Yeah, look, top of the hill, like, that's what you feel like. Wow. And that looks like a big super moon too. This is our 4th super moon, 2 in a row for 2024. So we're closing out our super moon. So for a lot of you, what's closing out is something that has taken quite a long time. I feel that it took phases, it took cycles. It's a major clearing, right? The Fates is here. Wow. For a lot of you, you're, like I was saying, like, with 7s, right? I'm missing something about 7s or 4. Yeah, there's something with 4. I'm seeing a lot of 4s. Or something maybe with like your stability, your structure, foundations, the further gate, bold step forward. Like so many of it is just like already being built. Literally, I was looking at something today where they were built floating houses, the whole area of houses that with the ocean that they're going to rise with the ocean waters and all of that. And you're seeing so many of these little homes, just like the rollout of Elon's houses, right, to purchase. And then I was seeing the Amazon, and I was hearing about tiny villages or something, these little things, and just so many different things are popping up all over. Like, we're really going to be changing the way of living, right? And it's just like there's so many things that, you know, are changing and evolving, right? I don't know why they're flashing all these things to me. Something, because it's talking about homes and structures and coming together more. For a lot of us, like, that's what it's been doing too. Like, we were never supposed to be all separated and isolated individually, and our cities and all of that, with all of our trees that are cut down and all of that, and all of the pavement, the electricity, just everything, you know what I mean? It's so disconnected and all of that. So anyway, jeweled web connectivity. Like, you have to, if you're not seeing things, well, whoever's coming to alignment with this reading, especially whoever's still watching this, like, you're already starting to see things differently. I feel that you're at this point where your eyes are starting to open and you're just like, oh my gosh. Like, I've literally been like, oh my God, like what I wanted to create, like it's being created already. Like it's over here already. Look at that. Like, just because it's not on the news media and you gotta go looking for this stuff, right? That's why shut up. Like, how can, like, oh my gosh. Stop. Okay. They can only control you through fear and low vibration. So that's what radiates out into all of the electronic devices. You have to just start looking around more. And I know you can use electronics and things to research and find these things, but more so go looking for things and researching things, looking beyond things, right? Even when, like, one thing I've really seen a lot is like the compassion and the love that just came in for the hurricanes, right? And all the people coming together and all of the things, right? We still see alignment trucks every day, you know, still restoring from the damage, right? Out there and stuff, and the people coming together and just all the beautiful things. You know what I mean? There's this huge shift. So, like the wall obstacles, a lot of these obstacles are being removed, and it's amazing just how fast everybody jumps in together to pick things up and to come together. The divine matrix, that's what I mean. Like, it's all a mindset at this time. It's like, if you want to believe that things are, you know, all of this destruction will happen, that there's no save, just the saving is already here. I've been saying that. Vanishing mirror, ego's elimination, look at that. But the world has to change from within. How you see it, how you feel. You have to purge and release and let go of all of these things. These full moons are a big time to release and purge, and I've been releasing and purging out a lot for the collective. I've been feeling, maybe for a lot of you, you've been feeling these intense energies. I was even like, what is it, this Taurus? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Fourth super moon in Scorpio, closing out 2024 and all of that. Okay. Spirit of the Rivers, movement towards adventure. Ooh. I have never seen this one before. So sorry, I don't always like get into each of the cards descriptions as I should. I need to start slowing down more, but when I'm doing the collective readings, it's a little bit more. Spirit of the River, movement towards adventure. Let me see. If I can find the book, I will read it. Let me see. Alright, I got it. So I will close out the reading after I read this. Alright, so guys, definitely subscribe to the channel if you have not and you're still here. That means you like my content, right? Even if the personal stories don't resonate with you, it's collectively, so it's somebody going on, aligning with it within the collective. Could be also people in your circle, right? Or something. Fate has blocked a path for you, a hindrance. For some of you, like, your fated paths were blocked because you weren't ready. It's like if you're led off of course and all of that, you're not ready, and it's like you're more appreciative of things after sometimes you see what has happened or the polarity of that. And I feel like for a lot of you, like, you reached that point, like hitting rock bottom, seeing the polarity of it, that now, especially now being here, like, you get to see the rise of it. And that's what's so beautiful. And that's what I mean, like, every single soul that is here wanted to be here to experience this, whether they are awakened to it or not. If they can't awaken to the fact that they were and the knowing of it, then they're part of the fall, and some did come here to be part of the fall as well. That's why it's at this point where you literally have to just be in the now, in this vibration of love and being part of what we're building here. So my readings and my messages go out to the key holders, to the blueprints holders, to all my light workers and earth angels. You know, hold the frequency, the vision, keep your frequency to love, because that's why we're here. All right, love and light to all of you. Bye.